Hello everyone, so welcome back to another video of The Wolf Among Us 2. I thought of a very interesting theory. I'm gonna be honest, it was someone that told me, but I thought of a very interesting theory where basically we'll be diving a little bit more into the Fable comics. I have not really read them. Basically these facts will be coming from Wikipedia. But this is gonna be a really good video because this is gonna be something that I haven't seen anyone do at all, and it's gonna be really creative. So basically, as we all know, we basically know Bigby Wolf. We know basically all of his abilities and weaknesses as well. And obviously, this game takes place, I believe, 20 years before the Fable comics. Fables. And I thought it would be really interesting to talk about what they could evolve, I guess you could say, evolve Bigby. Because apparently Bigby has some other weaknesses and powers that wasn't really shown. It was shown in the main game, but there could be more in the sequel that they could do more of showing Bigby's character and maybe abilities. Because I know for Wolf Among Us 2 for sure, one big thing they're doing is they're gonna add new stuff. that sounds so weird saying, obviously when you make a sequel you need to make sure it's better than the original. So obviously that's what Telltale's doing. They're adding new mechanics and new abilities that we never had in the original to make it more feel like an actual Wolf Among Us experience. Basically, I'm gonna be basing my facts. I'm still laughing over this. Hey, my friend Zasuf did it, so I think it'll be fine if I do it. But basically, I'm gonna be looking through the Wikipedia of talking about his powers and abilities and weaknesses, and I'll be diving that a little bit, where it's not gonna be a whole lot, but I figured it'd be really interesting. So basically, to not bore you, I'm gonna basically read each of the sections. There's three sections of basically I'll be going through, which is the powers, abilities, and weaknesses. I'll be basically reading through each section and then giving my thoughts and opinions in case you guys are wondering. So hopefully you don't get bored, but luckily there's words on the screen, so you guys will have to be forced to understand what I'm saying. Powers. Immortality. A witcher had give the power to prescribe fates to others other Bigby, a fate that decreed he will never grow old and outlive his children. Yeah, so basically... Oh wait, I just said that I would... Oh whatever, I'll just talk about it. But yeah, basically immortality, it's basically how the Fables characters are very old. It's nothing new, it's obvious. Accelerated healing. Bigby is capable of rapid recovery even most grievous in injuries, as we know in episode 4 in Sheep's Clothing. He got really bad injury from the silver sword, dagger, I don't even know what you call it. Enhanced strength and agility. Bigby has superior strength and agility at level. Another obvious thing, I should really skip these honestly, but hey, I'm gonna mention it because why not? Obviously we know Bigby's pretty strong. I will touch upon this topic a little bit, where they could do some new maybe Q2E mechanics of where he's trying to lift something up, and instead of just smashing Q or whatever, they'll probably insert some new strength level to where you have to press other buttons in order to reach levels of strength. Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm gonna be embarrassed if I don't make sense, which I probably already am. Enhanced endurance. Bigby has a high tolerance for pain and remarkable endurance, having once swum across a burning strait for days without getting noticeably tired, and even referred to as an enjoyable swim. So, yeah, we can tell in the game, I was about to say the comics, is that Bigby really is violent, and he seems to not have sympathy in some ways. He started having sympathy when Snow obviously wanted him to stop, obviously. And this led to the player to obviously try to be more careful. Instead of being the big bad wolf, he had to be careful, obviously, because everyone kind of sees him as a bad person, and really he's just not. He's just, well, I guess you could say he kind of is, but he's not really. He really has good intentions. It's kind of like that thing. It reminds me of a movie I saw the other night where people will do bad things to you, but they have good intentions. It's a shitty thing, but they have good intentions. I'm not saying it's the best, but that's how Bigby sees it. And definitely, Wolf Among Us 2 will definitely have more choices revolving around that, because in the teaser, I'm mentioning this again a million times, Snow obviously wants Bigby to be bad, and it's kind of out of character because clearly Snow wanted Bigby to be good and not bad and not be violent, and now Snow's literally begging him to be violent. So it's gonna be an interesting twist, I guess you could say, where basically we have to be violent, where it's kind of concerning, but we'll have to see what will happen with that. Another thing is Bigby's enhanced senses. Bigby has remarkable acute senses of smell and hearing. He can correctly identify an individual merely by smelling a sample of their blood. So this is interesting. I'm really excited about that. Basically, this could be a new gameplay feature. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a gameplay feature. Nothing's confirmed or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that they're gonna add this to the game because it would make sense. We never really saw Bigby smell, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna say there were scenes where he just smelled some stuff, but there wasn't really a mechanic where you could see like the scent or anything. Kind of like how a dog would know the scent if you gave the dog a type of cloth or something from someone's clothing, and you would imagine that there would be like an outline, kind of like Batman in Telltale series, where Batman has fancy mechanics to see like something that people couldn't see because of his mechanics. It would be really cool to see Bigby being able to see like scents, if that makes sense. That's kind of like what I'm hoping for in this game, where there could be like clues and like traces. I really want more gameplay with the detective style work, like what they did with the Telltale Game Batman series. And then this one, claws and fangs. Bigby can manifest elongated sharp fangs and claws. Yeah, this is nothing new. I feel like I should be avoiding this. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be mentioning everything, but I'm gonna mention everything so you guys will suffer through this. Limited aerokinesis? I have no idea, I'm sorry. As he is the son of the North Wind, Bigby has control over lower tier winds, plus the ability to exhale air with the force of the hurricane. I don't think we've seen this in the main game, where he's huff and puff, I guess you could say. I don't think we saw that, unless they mean something else, but I don't think that's a big deal. It did mention him impossible to drown, so maybe there could be some swimming scene, I don't know. That's a little bit of my thoughts, so, okay. Abilities: Bigby uses intimidation and violence outbursts of emotion when interrogating suspects. That's nothing new. Investigating: as we can see, he's basically like a 1930s gumshoe detective. This is nothing new, so experience combating. Bigby, whilst presumably lacking any formal training aside what he taught in the military service during World Wars I and II, has shown some basic fighting skills. I probably should have skipped that, but I just wanted to mention in case you guys needed like any further details. I'm sorry, I know I'm doing so bad with this video. Ugh, whatever. But I hope you're still enjoying this video if you are, so thank you if you're still watching this. I have school in 20 minutes, don't blame me. Fire, this one's really interesting. This is weaknesses. Fire. Goldilocks based. Basically, fire can kill Bigby. Like, this one's really crazy because from my knowledge, I don't think we've seen fire in The Wolf Among Us. There were scenes with fire, but I don't remember a scene where Bigby was in a fire situation, unless I'm like totally wrong. So that's something that we could be seeing in The Wolf Among Us 2, where there could be a fire scenario and then Bigby has to like maybe exit the building. I'm calling that for sure. It probably won't happen. I'll probably look dumb after saying that. Sensory overload. Bigby's sense of smell is so acute that to avoid sensory overload in the middle of bustling through New York City, he is forced to smoke constantly to heavily dual his senses. So we've seen that with The Wolf Among Us, where he smokes a lot. That explains why, in case you guys were curious. I'm wondering if there could be situations where he could like not have his cigs, or you have a choice to like use it or not, depending on like the scenario of when you have to use your abilities of smelling to, what's the word, you know, just go to detective areas. That's what I'm guessing. Last one's not a big deal, but I'll mention it just for the sake of it being a big part of the first season, is the silver, where there's certain silver like weapons that can basically kill Bigby, which was shown in The Wolf Among Us episode 3. A Crooked Mile, I think it was called. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because that was obviously a big deal in episode 3, where we obviously saw Bigby getting hurt before, but this was like one of the actual times where it looked like he was pretty much a goner. So that's what I found pretty interesting about this. So what does this mean about what I just all mentioned? what it means is that basically we have a bunch of stuff that we know about Bigby and his special abilities and powers and weaknesses. They have to do something new, and I'm pretty sure one of these is literally gonna be one new. I know I literally repeated the same things over and over. I know that I probably should have not done that, but yeah, it's whatever. But I'm wondering if they're gonna do more with this, what I just mentioned of the abilities like the fire and the interrogation. They're probably gonna expand upon with the smelling senses and the limited area kinesis. Oh, I think I said that right. I don't know what the heck that is. I think I understand what it means. It basically means like he can have more air, I guess. So that's just my opinion about the Wolf Among Us. I don't know what you guys think about the Wolf Among Us 2. I want to know your guys' opinion about Bigby's abilities and powers and weaknesses. I would love to hear you guys' concerns and thoughts. I don't know why I say concerns. In the comment section down below, I'd be really interested to see what you guys think about all this. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I really hope you guys are enjoying these Wolf Among Us 2 videos. It would really mean a lot if you guys could like the video and subscribe. It really means a lot. I just want to say, I'm not talking well. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support on this channel. I know we just started a new year, but we're almost at 2,100 subscribers. That is crazy. I still have to do that Q&A. I keep saying I'll do it, but I've been kind of slacking and just been sidetracked with too much stuff and going through some stuff. But I promise you guys I'll bring it up this week hopefully. And yeah, that's about it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later for another video. Goodbye.